Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to take the discussion of one poem. The name of the poem is Money Madness. It is written down by D.H. Lawrence. D.H. Lawrence was a very prominent writer in British English. He is a prolific 20th century writer, and he has written short stories, poems, plays, essays, travelogue, novels. A great personality he was. And for our text, for our study, his one poem, Money Madness, is taken. From the title only we can understand that what is the content of the poem is. Money madness, and we are knowing, we are seeing in the whole world, in our society, that every person is mad for money. People are thinking that if I have no money, then I have no future. But it is not the things are there. The poem differentiates between materialistic society, capitalistic society, and spiritualistic society. Money is there, money is required, but how much money? How much we are going to run behind the money to collect it, to put into our pockets? When Lawrence is saying that when the death comes, we have to put everything behind us. Not a single paisa, not a single property will come with us to the second life. But what the actual thing is going on in the world, it is described by Lawrence. And a very deep insight is there. That how the people are respected because they have money, and how the people disrespected because they have no money. That the things are going on in the world since its inception. Everybody is saying that money must be there, money is there. If money is, then only the respect and high place and power comes to that person. Otherwise, what the people say? The people say that let him die, let him eat dirt. That disrespect or that insult is there from the people who have got the money. Here some lines are there. I want to say, money is our madness, our vast collective madness. From the first line only, the writer is saying that our madness is not the madness that we are seeing everywhere, that it is not a psychological madness. It is madness for money. And it is not the madness of one person, but it is the madness of collective madness. That every person in the world is mad for money. Hence here in somewhere he said that but it is not money we are so terrified, it is the collective money madness of mankind. He is not saying that one particular society is mad. He is saying that whole mankind is mad for the money. It is a money madness is there. That collectively every person is mad for money. For getting money, the person is cunning, the person is giving faithlessness is there, cheating is there, insult is there. But what the things are there? When doing all these things, there is only one thing in his mind, that I want money. How money is earning, how money is coming to his pocket, it is not the important thing, but money has to come. This is the main thing is there in the poem he is described. Has he no money? One line is there here. What he say? Has he no money? Then let him eat dirt and go cold. What is the meaning of this sentence? The people who have got money, the people who are rich, they are saying they are saying about the poor that if they have no money, let him die. Let him die of the cold. Let him die of the dirt. Let him die and eat dirt. Means instead of helping that person, instead of raising the status of that person, the poor persons, they are going to die. That the things are there into the minds of the rich people. Look here, how he is said that let him eat dirt. That is so much big insult is there for the person. Let him die of cold. Means when the cold season is there, when the winter is there, that the persons have no things to take shelter. At that time they say, the rich people say, instead of helping them, what they say, let them die because of the cold. So I do not die. But the people are saying, the poor people are saying that, but we are not going to die, because you are saying, but they will have to eat dirt with it. I shall have to eat dirt. I shall have to eat dirt if I have no money. The people, the poor people, they are understanding. And they are saying to themselves that I have to eat dirt. I have to eat dirt if I have no money. Means the people who have not attracted much towards money, because of the saying, because of the insult, because of the separation of these people, that common man is also finding themselves into that madness. That common man is also in the race of getting money from the world and from cunningness and from negative sides of that person. It is fear of my money-mad fellow men. We must have money, some money, to save us from eating dirt, and this is all wrong. And what the thinking started going on into the minds? That the people, poor people, started saying that if I don't want to die in cold, if I don't want to eat dirt, then I have to get some money. Means up to yesterday, the person who is not interested in collection of money, then from today, because of the disrespect, because of the insult, because of the separation of the rich people, these people also started taking part into that race, the race of collecting money. And how the collection of money is there? Just like a mad person. Just like we know that mad word is used, that particular adjective is used. Just like mad person doesn't know what he is doing. In the same manner, every person particularly, and the rich people particularly, they are going on and on and on in accumulating the money. Bread should be free. At the end, in the last 4-5 lines, the writer is saying, the poet is saying, that if we want to control that poverty, if you want to control all these things, if you want to control the poor persons, if you want to distribute equally the wealth and the amount of this world, then what he is saying, that he has given some solutions also. What he said, bread should be free, shelter should be free, fire should be free. These are the most essential things a man requires into his life when he is living his life in this world. Bread is important, fire is important, shelter is important. And according to the poet, what he said, that if these three things are free, if the governments are giving them free of cost, then certainly the money madness will go out of this world. From this understanding, and again last lines are there, we must regain our sanity about money before we start killing one another about it. It's one thing or the other. What he's saying, if we are not doing something at this juncture, then certainly one time will come that people will kill each other for grabbing money, for taking money, for accumulating money, for becoming somewhat rich, and somewhat they have to think that if my money is there in my pocket, then I am satisfied. Means indirectly what the poet is saying, that the poor people or every person in this world, they are saying that when I will become comfortable, when I am going to become comfortable and protective, when money is there in my pocket. If there is no money, then certainly the people, poor people, started killing to each other. And what he said, that time will not be much long. That in near future, that situation will arise in the world. So on this today's, look down, he is 20th century poem, just like he died in 1930, and we are in 2020, still means roughly 90 years passed, but still that the content and the subject matter of this poem is so much related to our society. Means 100 years back, what the situation was there into this world, same situation is here, we are seeing in our own eyes. That every person wants money, every person is mad for money, every person wants to become a materialistic person, and nobody is thinking about the spirituality. And particularly when we are seeing about our country, our culture, what our religion and what our culture is there in India, that we are going to help others. We are coming to the help of others. If good time is there, the help is there. If bad time is there, help is there. But what we are seeing in our society also, that every person is mad for money. So at the end, what I want to say that it is better that how much we require, that much money is sufficient. And if more money we want, then certainly we are killing our satisfaction, our life which is given by the God. That the life is there to enjoy, the life is there to see, the life is there, that the God has given life once to us. And if this life we are spending in just like cunningness, in schemes, in collection, and what the things are there, and whatever, how much money you are going to collect, that money remains behind. Not a single paisa, just I say, not a single paisa will come with us. So at the end, what I want to say, that more than money, satisfaction is important. More than capitalistic view, spiritualistic views are important. More than that material world, God and God's sayings are important. And I think that with this small description, with the discussion what I did for you, hope you can understand, and that particularly the subject went into your mind perfectly. So thank you for listening. Thank you for viewing. Hope we will see in next video, that next with the new chapter or with new lesson or with new poem, I will come before us. At that time we will again discuss that new things. Thank you for listening.